It's Tuesday, July 18th, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news of yet another senseless and brutal killing. The latest victim is 58-year-old Colleen Payne of Lodge Hill, St. Michael. Payne was shot dead by two men who attacked her when she went to use the ATM machine at the Royal Bank of Canada, University Drive, St. Michael. She was rushed to hospital by ambulance but did not make it. The incident happened at around 9 p.m. It's understood that the woman's daughter is in hospital with an asthma attack after learning of her mother's death. Meanwhile, police spokesman acting Inspector Roland Cobbler has issued a warning to people using ATM machines.
The general public is also being reminded that, if possible, avoid using ATMs after dark. If you must, choose one that is well lit and not in an isolated area. As you leave the ATM, be aware of any suspicious activity. If you think you're being followed, go to an area a number of people are and call the police.
Meanwhile, the Gender Affairs Committee of the National Union of Public Workers today reacted to this latest murder. President Michaela Beckles-Jordan is calling on the Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite to take some form of action that would end the high level of violence seemingly sweeping the country. While expressing condolences to the family of the dead woman, Jordan Beckles noted that life in Barbados was tense, where jobs are few and money is scarce. Barbados remains under a tropical storm watch as of 11 o'clock this morning. Meteorologist Semelka Boy says even though Tropical Storm Dawn has weakened during the past few hours, Barbados will still be impacted.
On its present track, the center of Tropical Storm Dawn is still expected to pass about 90 to 100 miles to the south of Barbados this afternoon, before moving across the southern Leeward Antilles and into the Caribbean Sea on Wednesday. Cloudy to overcast skies, scattered showers, and isolated thunderstorms, along with breezy conditions, are still likely to affect the island during the afternoon. Rainfall accumulations of at least 1 inch, which is 25 millimeters, are still possible. Above normal easterly swells of 2.5 to 3 meters, which is 8 to 10 feet, are also forecast to affect mainly the east, northeast, and southeast coastlines of Barbados. Residents in Barbados should continue to monitor the progress of Tropical Storm Dawn and take all necessary precautions.
Authorities here are looking to increase the frequency of opening the sluice gate at the Graham Hall, Christchurch, to help stave off wastewater overflows during bouts of heavy rain. Manager of the Barbados Water Authority's Wastewater Department, Patricia Innes, told the news conference yesterday that poor drainage and indiscriminate waste disposal are already posing serious problems for the sewerage system.
If we have a case where there is not a sufficient drainage opening of the Graham Hall of the sluice gate, where there is excessive buildup of water, which has been the problem. If the gates are not opened, there is not sufficient drainage. And then we literally watch, a rising of the levels over hours. That rising eventually would get into the networks, that is the sewage networks. Even though we have cleared all the passages, so we have no blockages. We are looking at dealing with infiltration problems in the sewer networks. That is sending down CCTV operators to look at major areas where there are cracks and try to block that. This is where we are at now. But even as we attempt to block perfectly a sewer network, our sewer network, which is a closed network, a sanitary network, once there's excessive amounts of water on the surface, over time it will get in the network.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Morning, Miss Oya.
Morning. You again. So you're washing cars now? Well, I can't keep up with you at all.
Yes, girl. You know they've got provision to sell in slow. And I don't sell nation newspapers at all because them don't sell. So I washing cars now. I like to get up before 8:30 because I can't take the hot sun. You want the car wash?
No, not today. It clean.
But you're going in very early though?
Yeah, I just going early so I can read the Barbados today online before work starts.
Right. But you can still let me clean the window for the $2. At least it's still cheaper than the Nation newspaper.
All right.
I got a special boo here that I got it shining. Thank you. Enjoy your day here.
You too.
All right. What that paper is? She can see clearly when the dirt is gone.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region now. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and Opposition Leader Kamla Prasad Bisesar were meeting face-to-face today at Parliament Building to discuss a series of critical issues impacting the future of the country.
Topics to be discussed at the meeting include internal self-government for Tobago, campaign finance reform, anti-gang legislation, the JLSC matter, the Integrity Commission, Service Commission's effectiveness, and Code of Conduct for members of Parliament. The opposition leader also hopes to talk about jobs and the economy.
On the international scene, U.S. Senate Republicans will vote on a straight repeal of Obamacare after efforts to overhaul the law collapsed, rattling financial markets today and clouding the path forward for President Donald Trump's other domestic policy goals.
I regret that the effort to repeal and immediately replace the failures of Obamacare will not be successful. That doesn't mean we should give up. We will now try a different way to bring the American people relief from Obamacare. I think we owe them at least that much. In the coming days, the Senate will take up and vote on a repeal of Obamacare combined with a stable two-year transition period as we work toward patient-centered health care. A majority of the Senate voted to pass the same repeal legislation back in 2015. President Obama vetoed it then. President Trump will sign it now. I imagine many Democrats were celebrating last night. I hope they consider what they are celebrating. The American people are hurting. They need relief. And it's regretful that our Democratic colleagues decided early on that they did not want to engage with us seriously in the process to deliver that relief.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.